We lied to a telepath. We started a fight with the Cyclops. We saved a magic fish. And then we met some lovely children that we decided to take to Satessa, where they take care of orphaned kids.
Yeah. I mean, that sums it up. I mean, y'all did also
Highway
encounter
robbery.
a band of
Oh, that's
the
right.
the Iron Main Leonin, who uh uh got y'all to cough up a lot of gold. Um,
I know they don't seem cool as in like chill hangs, but I do vibe with their aesthetic and what they're up to.
Robbing us.
But they do it so cool.
Yeah,
yeah, I
they look
mean,
good while doing it is the
yeah,
thing.
Guys, come on, there's
they've
swag.
got their territory. They don't give a shit about the like matriarchs. They're doing their own thing, you know.
I just
Oh my
remember
god.
being kind of upset that they wouldn't allow me to fix up their arm.
I I understand why you might have offered that, I guess, but like there's just no practicality to that. Like,
You know, goods and services. Oh my god.
oof. All right. Well, y'all are in the uh just come out of the foothills of the Kardashian Mountains on the southern side, near the uh, not very densely wooded areas, but getting more into greenery and that kind of thing. Um, doo, doo, doo. On the map, you're probably a little bit northwest of the Amatrophon word, um, and with uh, the children in tow, you turn your direction a little bit more easterly and begin heading towards Satessa. Um, it's not a very long journey. This one thing about Theros, and all of you are familiar with this in one way or another. There is no like definitive. This is how far things are. Like the face of the plane changes a lot. With myth and all that, it's very like malleable. Um, but before long, uh, you've kind of broken off of any of the main trails and are moving through smaller paths in the woods, ones that Aklon is very familiar with. Um, and you're moving through this area, and you can tell like this section of forest is it's not like super dense or anything, but it is very active. You can hear the scurrying of small animals. It doesn't feel active in like a dangerous way, just in like a like there's a lot of life here. Um, our satyrs, this feels a lot like home in a way. Um, this is a very lush and uh, friendly place. Um, And Aklon, you know that this region of forest is referred to as the Amatrophon. It is part of like Setessan territory, but it is just a very friendly wood that's well watched over and cared for. Um, Eventually, as you're traveling through this section of the forest, you all come to, and it's getting kind of later in the evening. You come to a large open clearing that uh, the grass is kind of worn away because um, it's an arena of sorts, but not like for show or anything like that. This is somewhere that like animals would be trained. And as you come into this opening, and you can see, you do see some wildlife and some figures there in the clearing. You see them riding two all white horses, winged pegasi that are strapped to a chariot that look like they're being trained on how to pull the chariot and just worked with. Um, Off nearby, you see another figure, a human woman in like leathers, um, that is working with some large birds, falcons, training them. Um, you can tell that this is a populated area. Um, but yeah, it is getting kind of late. Aklan, you know that this area is a safe place if this was somewhere you wanted to stop. Um, I will say, uh, like you don't recognize any of the people here or anything, but this is very familiar.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll just suggest that we find a nice, easily defensible spot and make camp for the evening.
Yeah, easily enough. You catch a few like glances and everything from the people around, but this area is a safe place, and outsiders are not like shunned or anything. So you're able to find uh, a known campsite that is set up well for this purpose, and set up a little camp. Um, the uh the the orphans, they have a few supplies. They do set up one tent that looks like they've been sharing. And would you like to worry about setting up a watch or anything? Hello, Cole.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, Katie.
Hello.
Hey, Oni.
There's a chariot.
uh
Yes.
we haven't gotten very far into anything. We've just made it into an area called the Amatrophon, which is a territory of Satessa, where uh, just a bit of woods where folk train animals and stuff like that. And we're just setting up camp for the night.
Nice. Okay. And we're here for. Was there like a rumor of a fragment? I'm trying to remember.
Not quite. Y'all ran into some children at the end of last session, that y'all are taking to Satessa, um, which is known for like adopting orphans, lost children, that kind of thing, and raising them. So
Oh,
y'all are
right.
guiding some children to Satessa.
Okay. Sounds good.
But yeah, if y'all have anything y'all'd like to do through the night, or talking or anything, we can do that. Otherwise, we can move on and head back out on the trek.
I want to go talk to the animals.
Okay. Any animals in particular?
I think I'm very interested in hearing. Like, I don't know that I have it. I don't know that technically have it prepared today, but I also don't know what day in travel we are. Um, Talk to falcons about what they've seen in the area, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can head over, and there's it takes a little bit of wandering, but eventually you find an area that looks like a small like structure where someone would live, that you see plenty of roosting for falcons and stuff. And you're welcome to. I was gonna say you can go in and talk to someone, but I'm sure Theo might just head straight for the falcons.
No, I'm more nice than that. Sometimes. Um. Yeah, I would let someone know what I am doing.
Mhm.
And then I'm more or less making small talk with the Falcons, but I would like to know what they have seen out here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you chat with there's a human man who introduces himself as um Adrastos, and he, you know, mentions that these are fairly young falcons in the training process. Um, he does have falcons for sale. Should anyone be looking to purchase one a little more trained up, and he's, he's perfectly fine with you talking with the falcons. Um,
It's, I wouldn't do it, but it is a good thing that I don't have money to just purchase Falcons and let them free. Not that I think I would do that, but I don't have money.
And in speaking with any of these falcons, you don't really get a whole lot of information, just that they haven't ventured far out of the Amatrafun region, and so like the things that they've seen is just small wildlife, people, various like domestic animals, nothing that stands out or anything.
I just nuzzle them and pet their heads and then leave them in capable hands.
hmm One thing that they do mention, just kind of like an instinctual knowledge, is that going south is more dangerous.
Have you already told us what is southward and what I know what that means?
I mean, you are familiar enough with the Nessian wood that you gather that it just means that area is much more wild and dangerous.
Theo scared of the wild? Question mark. Dangerous.
Thank you. And I'll kiss their head and let them go.
hmm All right. Well, the night goes over easy enough, very simple, quaint little night. The sounds of nature wake you in the morning as the sun peeks through the canopy above. Um, Packing up's easily enough, and this wood is abundant with like natural resources and stuff. Not that that hinders you much whenever you've got Theo. Uh,
Nylea provides.
Yeah. And yeah, you like Aklon, you know that it's probably just you'll reach Satessa by the end of the day. Maybe like a half day's travel to get there.
Aklon,
Hmm?
you
Yeah,
know the way to Satessa. Have you been there before?
I've been to Citessa many times.
Oh, what has brought you there?
Well, I spent the last 30 years or so wandering between Cetessa and Melitus and Arcos. And over that time, I have encountered several orphans like the ones we find earlier. So I have made connections in Cetessa so that I have a place to bring the children that need assistance.
That's very kind of you.
I am here to do what I can to ensure that Krufix balance is maintained, and caring for the weakest is a significant portion of that plan. So we
Very
should
much
be there
appreciate
soon.
that.
I do what I can. We should be there soon, and I will see if Callias is available to meet the children. They usually are the one that I speak with most to take care of the children.
Have you spent much time within the city?
I spend a little time inside. I try to make myself scarce as my welcome in the city is a bit of an anomaly, and I don't want to. I want to respect that, and so if I do not have business, which is primarily dropping off children, then I try and steer clear and respect the traditions.
Very noble.
I find it is best to try and respect people's differences.
Oh my god.
Yes, Callie?
Oh no, I stepped on a really bad rock earlier, and I was like, just getting to me. Kind of, it hurt a little bit. I'm sorry about that.
Danger of walking in woods.
Yeah, you would think the rocks wouldn't affect like the partially rock person, but it gets you harder actually. But hey, Beast.
Yeah.
I don't mean to bring this up, but I just wanted to know because you brought it up one time. What was your wife's name? I don't remember hearing that.
Diana.
Oh, Diana.
She was.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you. She was actually another monk at the dojo that I was at, and that's where we met many years ago.
Yeah, that's very sweet. That's very sweet.
I wish you could see her spar. She was always the best at the arm bar.
Oh, I think I'm good on that. I seen you fight the spy guy. I don't want to have to deal with her as well. Then.
Yeah, I'm still a bit rusty, but it's coming back to me.
Okay.
So it's always good practicing, you know. Yeah, she was quite formidable.
I see you and the clown. You're kind of fight somewhat similar to each other. So, do y'all know each other through the same thing or not?
Well, a clone brought me to the dojo when I was I must have been 14 after the Badlands raid went south. I was deserted. Kalon found me bloodied, beaten to a pulp. And there I was in the dojo. Just a young, confused, like
I remember
orphan.
that well. A little too old, too violent for Setessa. Not that we didn't try.
But yes, found the dojo to be a good fit to help me kind of calm the inner beast, if you will.
I get it.
Yeah. But
That's pretty cool. You know.
Is this the first time we are hearing that you have known each other for some time now?
I was going to say that too, but I didn't want to be the one to bring it up.
Yes, I consider myself a fairly decent listener, and that is certainly not come up, I believe.
Well, to be fair,
one of those like, hey, it's been a while, and then yeah.
yes, to be fair, it's not that we know each other well. It's our paths crossed many, many years ago, and it is nice to see him again.
Faith sure is mysterious and fascinating.
That kind gesture left us here. Hey, who would have guessed? Right?
Yep. If it wasn't for a clone, I'd be 6 feet under. So, or I don't know, some wild child. Who knows? But
I don't know about either of those, but I am glad that Krufix put me in your path.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a wild child. Like you can see that kind of thing, kind of offended at you. Hey, being a wild child is pretty fucking fun, actually.
I grin at Callie.
Oh man, I know I made a big deal about the city, right? But I spent a good amount of my life there. That's why I met everybody. That's where I met Akira. That place, that place was my home. You know, it's like going on some grand adventure, like within 2 days of meeting a bunch of people. You know, that kind of shocking.
I understand. When I was given prophecy that I should travel all the way to Miletus, I was feeling much the same.
I did not always understand why Thassa sent me, perhaps, to be on land, but I'm glad she did. And she smiles at Kali and then everybody else.
Just fucking giant grin.
Yeah, the very grossest, like, sharp teeth, like, smile.
Huh.
Callie, what god or patron do you, I guess, prescribe yourself to? I'm curious more than anything.
Well, I can't really say prescribe because like, it's kind of like I feel like I have to because I was kind of made by him. I'm Perforos, as you can tell, fire, partially metal. It's just a lot, you know. It's actually very on the nose. When I'm working, I think about like, damn, he could have just made a cooler design, like, but never mind. My bad, guy. I didn't mean like that.
So, Perforos made you, and then do you still have a bond with Perforos?
Oh, yeah, I still do. I genuinely, I'm connected to him.
I see.
And
Well, they don't require you to obey their will or participate in any specific ritual?
Not really. Kind of just I make stuff for people. I get excitement from making it.
I see. Well, you're
Oh,
doing
God.
well with your talents, and I'm sure Perforos would be proud.
Oh, thanks. So I'm gonna grab my sword and I'm gonna pull it out for everybody. I remember the confused looks I got for calling this my dad, and I'm gonna start. Like showing you like the insignia of like peace on it, and it's just gonna be like I'm part of the guild just because my dad was a part of the guild, and I kind of uptook his role as a blacksmith. It was, and this is the only thing I had as a child, so this is like my last connection. If I lose this, I'm gonna only have my brother. Yeah, I know. Y'all know how it is. Y'all don't want to lose connections to any of your family. You don't want to forget them. You don't want to lose them. This is my way of coping with all of that.
Well, it's always good to honor those who've passed, so it's noble of you to carry on the sword.
Oh my god. Oh man, this just got really, really sad in front of the kids. Hey, Theo, can you keep playing that flute? You're playing a pretty nice tune.
Sure. I pick up the tempo to an uproarious, like a comically annoying speed.
Did anyone bring any wine? Okay, that's all right.
You don't need alcohol to have fun, ain't that right?
Do any of you children have wine?
Man, I wish I had a nice good wine right now. That would sure hit the spot. I'm sure.
Yes, warm belly.
I was hoping Meme
Have
just
any,
brought out a fat ass bottle of wine from her bag. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, what was that? Oh, anyone have any like wine magic? You like turn some water into wine or something? Any of you wizards?
I know a guy named Jesus that did that once.
Oh,
Yeah, transmutation
Unfortunately,
wizard.
Akira will pull out their orb and like kind of stare at it for a second and then be like, unfortunately, I do not think a wine spell is in the capabilities of this. They just put it away.
next time we're in the city, we'll pick up like a wine scroll or something, make it work. But
I
until
would
then,
be very interested to see that.
there's some fresh river water.
Who knows, Akira? Maybe you just haven't unlocked that like
Yeah!
ancient hidden secret
The
yet.
orb doesn't think I'm ready for this yet.
You just explained to that orb that it's wine o'clock somewhere.
You haven't
It is
unlocked your
9
full
o'clock
potential
somewhere.
yet.
Here it is. The secret. Oh my fucking
I wonder
god.
if I like in the similar vein, I'm like trying to contrive of a way of casting good barrier where I walk into the forest and find fermented grapes. But
This place reminds you of the Skull of Vale, but it is not the Skull of Vale, unfortunately.
yeah. Well, I mean, like that's how I cast good berry
Mhm.
usually, is I wander off and come back with food. But
Right,
like,
right.
but yeah.
All right. Y'all continue traveling on, and Klon, you know that the public facing side of Satessa is on the eastern side of the city.
Mhm.
As you travel and you get closer, you can see from the outside. You don't get too close to the wall, but the rim of the polis proper is not a wall constructed of stone and mortar, but rather just incredibly dense foliage, impassable foliage, and it rises like a dome. Um, you know from your time inside that the canopy that is over top Stessa is nice, like so neatly woven, that it protects from like aerial entry of the city. Um, and as you are making your way around on the north side, you do pass by. There are, watchtowers around the city.
Mhm.
All of the architecture here is um, very uh, made to not disturb nature in any way, except that it is made from nature. The tree grows into a tower. Um, you know, all of the structures here are incredibly natural and woven with magic to form structures um, that are necessary. Um, as you are uh, uh, passing near the north side of the city, um, and you come closer to the eastern side, uh, you do see a um, a familiar face that appears as if out of nowhere. Just because they are so good at walking unseen through these woods. You see a woman. Um, Let me pull up her description right quick. White hair kept in a braid, very simple leathers, um, a kind face. Um, you recognize this as Clover, someone that
Mhm.
you've interacted with a few times before. Uh, no ornamentation. The only extravagant thing about her is the bow and quiver on her back. It's intricately detailed. Um, Other than that, very plain leathers, greens in her clothing, and she appears and is the bow's across her back. There's no like weapons out or anything, um,
Mm.
and she calls out to you, "Klon, it's good to see you. It's been some time."
Yes, it is. One of these days, Clover, I will see you coming. But today is not that day. It is
Oh,
always good to see you. I come with many friends today, and I'll introduce
they're
everybody.
a bit
Um,
older than your usual Hall.
well, yes, but we do have some special travelers today as well, and I will introduce the children.
Hmm. You see, um, some of them are kind of hiding and looking very shy. Akiko like steps forward and like bows very like formally. Um,
Very dangerous troop, these individuals.
we're not really that dangerous. That was just kind of a hi, I'm Akiko's. Clover just kind of like kneels down. It's very nice to meet you, Akikos. My name is Clover. We'll uh, um, we'll get you to the city soon enough, and you and your friends will get you situated proper. Um, and she kind of stands and addresses you again, Aklon.
Mm.
Um, I I haven't ventured out much. I keep to this area for the most part, but uh, any news of the world or
Hmm. Nothing extraordinary. Hmm.
well, I
The
guess that's good to hear.
Yes. Um, what about in Setessa? How goes the business of the city?
Well, up like normal. Enthusa's been keeping very busy.
Hmm.
Da, 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 da. And she starts walking with you and continues heading
Mhm.
towards the eastern gate. Makes a little small talk. Mentions some children that you've brought before and how they've grown so big, and one that has joined part of the Basara troops and
Mhm.
has shows a lot of promise. This kind of thing. As you're walking, you do see there's this very large wolf that bounds up and then
Mhm.
starts walking next to her. Um,
That that will never not be disconcerting.
like a big teddy bear. Um, Pretty good timing. I know. Um, and she kind of looks to the rest of you. Satessa is usually closed off, but I believe today would be the beginning of the week where the market's open for the public. Uh, Trade goods, that kind of thing. If there's any restocking you need to do, uh, let me see.
Um,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Aklan just tips his hat at Halion.
We get a map.
Here's a map.
I love maps.
Uh, so this overview of Setessa, like I said, you don't really see much of this because it is protected. As you come around the north, these little dots are the watchtowers, and you're moving through the woods. Eventually, you come through. There's kind of a rock face to your left, and you're brought to this area. Um, and you see the gates here have been opened up, and uh, Clover leads you into this area here, which um, is set up. This is the temple, or not temple, the market. Not really a square. It's not very square at all. Um, the market where you've been before. It is unlike anything many of you have seen before. Some similarities to the Agora in Miletus, but much uh, much more to see. There are bright colors and unusual wares packed into every corner. Rising above the carts and the tents of the market, you do see a great tower near the back. Um, that Aklon you recognize as Raptor Hall. Um, and those of you looking up, you can see falcons circling the tower up ahead, near the top. um, and then very close by to the marketplace is right in this area is this is the Raptor Hall, and then a little ways behind it is Ophis Tower, um, which again, Aklon, you know that is where the Ophis regiment works out of, and they're the ones who usually venture out to
Mhm.
seek children and rescue them from terrors and such. Um, Clover kind of leads y'all in, and um, again, for those of you who might be a bit newer here, this area for the next week is open. Um, However, there are posted guards around any entrance from here into the rest of the city. Um, the city proper is meant as a safe haven and is closed to visitors.
Oh, that's okay.
Would I know if the Orpheus Tower is included in the part that is open for this week, or is that shut off for the general public?
The Ophis Tower is not necessarily open to the public, but
Mhm.
like but just in the same way that any like you can head there and you can take people with you if you have a purpose for going there, but if you have
Gotcha.
no purpose for going there, you shouldn't.
Gotcha.
Pardon,
I'll just
are there any accessible shrines to Karametra here, or shrine keepers?
Well, the temple to Karametra is in the center of the town, under the greatest trees, and from where you are, you can see like in the center. Well, to your west, there are three enormous trees that make up like the center of this settlement. Um, Other than that, the Nexi, the other ones are, you know, outside of the city proper and free to be traveled to. Most of the shrines, other than that, are more inside the city. This area is really just a marketplace.
He nods.
Okay.
And yeah, so this marketplace is open to y'all. If y'all want to look for anything in particular or stock up on any necessities, you
Wine!
you can
Apparently we
absolutely
don't
find
have
wine.
it.
Plenty of wine here. Um, it looks like there's also like odds and ends, trinkets. You may find like wondrous items, magic items in a way. You're probably not going to find like a staff of power or anything crazy like that. A luck blade or whatever. But
You got.
Hell.
I was
if
gonna
y'all
look
have
for the
anything
holy
you're
event.
looking for, you can. Otherwise, if you're not looking for anything in particular, I can pull up a little table or anything. But
Boots of speed.
uh,
Is there some
Klon
weavers?
like to head anywhere in particular. You know that the Ophis Tower is somewhere that you could talk to like Calais. Um, though if you wanted, like, you're welcome to even head into the city and find like Anthusa, who uh actually takes care of the children, whereas Calais just kind of like finds them and brings them back for the most part.
Gotcha.
But that is up to you.
Yeah. I'll just let the crew know. I'll probably like whoever's close by. I'll just ask. Please look after children. I will go get the representative of the city to make introductions and official handoff. And I'll head in to find Anthusa.
Okie doke. Do, 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 do. As you enter the city, it is formed in a very circular, like the rings of a tree as it's grown outward from the center shrine.
Mhm.
The Anthusa, resides in um, the uh, Liana Tower, the Tower of the Lion, which stands near the center. So it's not a very far walk going in through the this entrance here. You are when you reach the gate and the guards like they ask your business, ask who you are, and you're allowed in, fine enough. And once you're in, you're not like questioned anymore after that.
Right.
And once you reach the Tower of the Lion, you're able to enter and make your way up, eventually finding Anthusa's office, I guess, in this tower crafted from the trunk of a great tree. And you find her sitting up there, and she's in the middle of like a lecture with like a preschool class, I guess. Teaching them, basics, and talking to them about like play, and they're kind of all playing in separate little groups, and there are some like adult like helpers in there and everything. But whenever Enthusa sees you, she does come over. Let me find my description of her. um, you see her. She's not quite as up in years as Clover, but she's experienced. She's got long dark hair. She's not wearing any armor or anything, but you do see a double-bladed axe on the wall nearby. And she walks over to you and like gives you a nod and says something to the kids, then comes over and um, "Oh, it's a pleasure to see you, Aklan. I guess I can assume what brings you here, but I guess it's polite to ask. How have you been?"
I have been well, and hopefully you have been the same.
Oh, wonderful.
And
I
yes,
take it.
your assumption is correct. I have 5 more little bears for you. Not quite as little as the cubs here, but all the same in need of someone and some place to care for them.
Oh, very good. Well, Hestia can take care of things from here. I'll be happy to join you. I guess they lead the way, and she'll follow you.
Yes, we are just in the marketplace. I have the 5 children as well as some new friends to introduce you to.
Oh, great. And she will happily
Is
follow
it
you out.
wonderful? Let's go. And yeah, I'll just take her back, and uh, upon arrival, introduce her to everyone.
She does take a minute to gather just a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
She leaves the axe on the wall, knowing she's headed to meet with young children. And
I
you
don't
make your
know.
way.
Young children always like axe.
I've got a smaller one they can
Mm,
ogle if they like.
very wise. So yes, we found these 5 in the woods as we were traveling. They tried the old trick of trying to hold us up.
Oh yeah, well, I guess it gets your attention well enough.
Yeah, and
I
look, we need money to eat.
she looks down at the children. And, you got very lucky with the person you decided to stick up this time. Probably not something to try until you're a good bit older. Um, she introduces herself and you know speaks to each of the children in turn and asks their name, and um, once that's all finished, she, well, I would love to stay and catch up, but duty comes first. I'll take
Of course.
the little cubs and get them situated. Um, Please do, don't run off right away. It is
Hmm.
open market week, so there's plenty of uh, hang around. I'd love to catch up. And she starts like gathering the children. Um, uh,
Wonderful. And I'll turn to the group and just ask, well, who has found best wine?
I point at the.
I have a bunch of uncut and valuable gems that I will happily trade.
Okay.
I want to go find a weaver.
Yeah, you can absolutely find a weaver.
Hey, name's Kyle. We came here for market week as we dropped off some kids. I have a request. I'm not sure what your rates are here, but I want to know if you can like weave on like some foliage together around the base of this hill I have here.
Well, weaving foliage together is kind of my strong suit, actually. That's basically all I do. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Is there any design in particular you're looking for? Or?
I mean, if you could, I wanted to look as wild as possible, but I'm not sure exactly how I would even imagine this. It's just make it something simple. That'd be great, actually. Thank you.
All right, artistic liberty. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
crazy.
I guess leave it with me, and I can have something together in the next day or two. Are you in a rush, or?
Are we in a rush? I gotta ask my friends. I didn't think about the time. I don't think so. I don't think we're in a rush at all.
All right. Well, we'll see how carried away I get, but we're probably looking in the realm of like 5 silver, or an equitable trade or something. But
Five silver. No, I gotta. I'm gonna be honest. I only have my gold on me, and I'm not looking to trade anything. So I think I'll just give you a gold piece. Would that be okay?
yeah, that'll cover anything extra, and if I have change, I can give it back to you whenever
Okay.
we're done.
No, actually, you can keep the change. I don't need it.
It's very sweet of you.
No problem. I think I'm just gonna walk away now. If is anybody else doing anything?
I want to see if I can find some stuff for find familiar, which I don't know if I would have had like my familiar already made coming into the game or not, but like I definitely want to get some so I can fuck with that.
I'll say like, yeah, I'm fine with if you came in with a familiar already crafted. But yeah, you can definitely find the supplies for casting that. Um, the incense and whatever. Um, no like upcharge or anything, so it's just face value how much you want to spend. Um,
So I'm gonna get 2 thingies of it, so 20 gold.
all right.
It's a hermit crab.
I feel like right now it's probably an octopus, which is not very helpful for like
That's why we haven't
land
seen.
things.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're not gonna bring him out if he doesn't want to be out and land. That's me.
We've got the bucket with the other fish in it.
Okay, when we get rid of the other fish,
Isn't that kind
I'm
of
having another
crowded?
bucket, buddy.
Is there any blacksmiths around here? 'Cause I'm gonna go shopping.
There's not a black. Well, you do see a stall that has like weaponry and that kind of thing. They um they do have like a fully armed guard and everything here, so you do
I,
find metalworking.
Actually, I think that's what I meant to say. Was like, is anybody here selling like raw ores, like or anything like that? Someone like selling.
You don't come across any raw ore. You might be able to talk to the person who's selling like crafted weapons, and they would probably have ore, but like nobody set up a stall of, hey, get your ore here, raw ore.
It's
So
I don't know. It's crafting week. You'd think so. I mean, not crafting week. Marketing week. I think I'm gonna go to the weapon stand.
mhm.
Hey, how's it going? Name's Collie. I work down at the Butterfly Estate in Melodies. I just wanted to know if you had any raw ore that you was willing to spare.
You see a very like stout Leonin woman that uh I it's very rare for me to be asked for raw ore, but I do have, maybe not raw, I have ingots
Oh, okay.
that's
Ingus nice.
needing. What are you thinking? How much you are after? Do you have a way to carry it?
With my hands, I got my satchel. It's not like I'm not carrying like 18 bars. I just need a couple.
Okay. Just iron, bronze, copper. What do you?
You know, I work with a lot of bronze already. I think I want to try iron out. I think iron is the new thing for me. So how much would that be for an ingot?
Well, it's not really something I've ever priced for sale. So give me a moment. I'll work something out, and that is Tyler saying, "Give me a second."
Okay. While they are doing that, what can I like inspect like how well crafted their weapons are?
Yeah, you can. They look very nice. There are definitely like more expensive ones. There are plenty of simple weaponry, daggers, short swords, that kind of thing. You do see a number of nicer items, a mace, a battle axe. You see a great hammer.
Oh,
Nothing that looks anything more than mundane, but
okay. These are very well crafted. Actually,
oh, well, thank you. Um, So going off of the fact that a dagger is 2 gold, I'm gonna say that an ingot is 5 silver.
5 silver. Okay, I'll take 3 ingots if they have that.
Okay, 1.5 gold.
Okay. I'll just give them the 2 whole golds. You can keep the change. I always appreciate someone that's a part of the craft.
Well, I mean, can I interest you in anything? Uh, Anything else?
Anything else? Your name. I'd like to know that.
Oh, Cleo.
Cleo. So I'll put my hand out for it.
I should write down these names that I'm just.
I'm sorry, I
Animal
couldn't put you on the
cruelty
spot.
making Tyler come up with character names on the spot.
Hey! I got 250 plus Theron names in front of me. I'm good.
That's so
Hey.
hot.
He bragged that he had them. I'm going to use.
Okay. Okay, looking at some of the things that looks like Cole has mentioned. Um, doo-doo. The Ironstone of Insight. You do, as you're looking around, there is an area where you can find a few magical items. The uh, the Ironstone, you can find one, but it is quite expensive. You're looking at like 2,000 gold for one of those. They are down to trade, but it would have to be a hefty trade as well. Let me see. Let me look up some of these other things. Bracers of defense are also going to be fairly expensive, in like the 3,000 range.
God damn. Is it like a payment plan that we can use?
Payment
No.
plans only work if we can go back and pay the pay on the plan.
I don't. You two did it like, oh man, you can't come back here and give your money.
You're overestimating my credit score.
All right. I got a 750.
So I have 165 gold, and I have a magic leather strap that I still don't know what it does. I have a ricochet +1 sling that can hit multiple targets. And while I enjoy those magic items, if the two of those mixed with 165 gold lands me anywhere near that price point, then great. If not, I can try again another time, no problem.
You said the two-bird sling, and what was the other item?
A magic leather strap yet to be identified.
Ah, I see. This person here does offer to identify it for you.
That would be great.
Let me see. Now I have to remember what that is, and that's
Yeah.
Shopping trip, everybody.
Yeah.
Leather
Do they-
strip. What could that have been?
Also, by the way,
Do you
I'm
remember when
outside. I'm
you got
using the
that?
Roll20 app.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Tyler, so we got that magic leather strap. That was when we were like kind of fighting the returned and going through all the sarcophaguses, and it was in one of them, and like, yeah. And
Gotcha.
I don't have identify magic. I'll find this out later, like that kind of thing. But
Okay, that makes it easier for me to find.
Well,
Unless, of course, it's something I added in there. Hopefully, that's not the case.
well,
I might be remembering this completely wrong, but I thought the strap ended up being the sling.
oh,
Like,
that
I
could
thought they were the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, no, you're right. That is the case. Yeah, it was actually like there was a skeleton that was wearing an eye patch that turned out to be the two-bird sling. So yeah,
that's so insane.
yeah.
Well, I have one magic item, and I doubt it's retail value is as good as any of those other items. But if you say so, then okay. But just putting it out.
The merchant does offer to buy it, and offers you 150 gold for it. So
Nah,
that would be the value. Not gonna get you to 3,000.
that makes sense. I'll come back when I'm rich. Appreciate your.
When?
I'll need some time to think about it, and then Beast is gonna walk out.
Manifestation, like when I'm rich.
I'm sorry, Cole. I wanted to be able to give you some stuff, but like a lot of these are very expensive.
No, that's okay. I don't want to break the game. I mean, some of them are definitely game breaking, like the freaking gloves of soul catching. When I read that, I'm like,
What?
dang. It's like
All right.
it could be like 20 Constitution or something crazy like that, but I don't know.
Oh man. So I'm looking for a belt of giant strength. Can I get the storm verse? Need that 29 strength right now.
Yeah, I'm not even really seeing gloves of soul catching in my little price document. It might be a newer thing, but yeah.
Candlekeep.
Yeah.
Candlekeep Mysteries item.
The
Easy.
Ring of Free Action is listed in here as 20,000 gold.
Oh
my god!
I thought that was like a lower tier item. No, it is not.
Oh, that's it?
It's listed as a rare tier. But like this document, which is the same one that like Max uses, the same magical item prices, it is not like it takes into effect the fact that like this thing is incredibly good, and so it
Yeah.
prices according to like how much it would break the game. I love game breaking, don't get me wrong. And so like I'm not saying that like you need 20,000 gold to get this thing. We'll see, but it'll cost more than 150. So
Yes.
but yeah, so um if there's anything in like, potions or, spell scrolls or simple wondrous items that y'all are looking for, you can probably certainly find that. You can absolutely find anything mundane. Um, and other than that, like that along with our Abora market, whenever it's open for the week, there is also like uh, entertainment performances or food, that kind of thing. So there is plenty of reason to stick around a little bit if y'all are interested. uh, but yeah, if y'all have anything else you're looking for, just let me know.
Yes. For carrying like ability, and the fact that I have these gems, what would be a realistic number of like very fine wines? I want to have at least multiple because I plan on sharing, and I plan on sharing with more than just our party.
I'll say like the wine is fairly inexpensively priced. And how many stones did you have?
I have 4.
Okay.
Varying at value from 50 to 100. I don't have jeweler's tools kit to have any determination of actual value.
Yeah, no
I know
problem.
how we can make money. We find a chronomancer and we get a bunch of wine.
Huh?
100 years in the future, and then we have aged wine that we sell for more.
Infinite wine glitch. Let's do it.
Yeah, just get a chronomancer.
Easy.
They'll just abandon this whole like storyline to just like make a bunch of money selling wine again and again.
Okay, but I was the capitalist. Who's gonna put that back?
I'll say all total for the 4 gems, you can trade that for like the value of, let's see, Uh, 200 gold. No, that's too low. 300 gold.
I'm so sorry. Miles is chatting right in my ear. What is it?
For the 4 gems, you can
Please
get
stop,
300
sir.
gold.
Okay.
And then you can buy a bottle of wine, good wine, for 5 gold.
Okay.
So however many bottles of wine you'd like to get.
Okay. And while I am purchasing, I would ask the the booth keeper, and how is it that your people pay homage here?
Well, there are various shrines within the city. There's one, like, at each of the 4, like, well, I guess not all 4 corners, but in relation to the other 3, like, nexuses, there's a shrine in the city that's, like, in that direction, pointed that way, that is commonly visited. Some people do, make pilgrimages out to the other nexuses. It's not very dangerous to go that far. They aren't, that deep into the wood, but well, for the most part, the Temple de Carmetra in the center that sees the most use.
And is it or someone who may be able to provide offering at that temple accessible to those who are traveling through?
I guess that's not something we ever really worried about. I think, I mean, I could if you'd like.
That would mean quite a bit.
Okay.
I would actually give one of the 5 bottles that I purchased back to them, and let them know that a speaker, a Sybil of Nylea has offered for Karametra. Or actually, more specifically, he wants an offering to be made by this person, and he wants to essentially like patron that offering. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they can do that for sure. They're happy to uh, uh, do that. They thank you and uh, mention. It's not really my place to say, but if you're able to speak with like Anthusa or another council member, they might um, make a special case for a speaker to enter the city, if that's what you'd like to do. But rest assured um, that I will do as you've asked me to.
I'll turn over my shoulder. Dee Dee, do you think we should go and offer ourselves at the Temple of Karametra and provide services to the priests? I'm
Yeah.
leaning towards yes.
Why not? Let's go.
Thank you. And I'll bow my head. I'll leave that bottle with them to offer, but
Hmm.
yeah. I think I'll just wander and see if I can find someone who might point me in the direction of this person that they've pointed me towards.
I think probably your best bet. You can talk to one of the guards that like bars your passage and explain the situation, and they can they offer to go and fetch someone who can make a decision. So one of them, heads off into the city a little bit, and you're kind of just asked to wait a little while, and we'll find you whenever we uh, have someone. Um, anyone else? Does anyone else have anything they're looking to do?
I would like to browse spell scrolls that are just available. I don't have anything like specific in mind, but maybe
Sweet.
just see what there is.
This might be something I could have thought about earlier and asked Max to inform me how they do how you generate the spells for your shops, the spell scrolls.
Oh, do you want me to just drop you that link? I cheat.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd
man.
be great.
You do like a gotcha game. Roll a D100. Oh my god,
Hey,
a ninth level
I've
spell
luck.
scroll here.
I've had luck with my D100 rolls. Well, one. Exactly one.
Hmm.
I say that I cheat, but like other people made these D&D resources, so I wouldn't
Right.
have to do all of this by hand myself.
I'm curious. Do you use Donjon?
I actually can't stand the formatting of that website, but I do
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
occasionally. Yeah. I actually use this one, and I really love it because I can add in markups or discounts in the
Oh, neat.
generation of it. Yes, I really love this one. In fact, if you look it up, you will recognize the formatting for every shop that I've ever operated because I copy and paste the table.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
While you are working on that, I have some very mundane shopping that I would like to do, if that's at all helpful.
Sure, yeah.
Can I join you?
Sure. I will go around. I am looking for a relatively large vessel that can carry water safely without spilling it. Needs to have a relatively large opening too. So like a quarter barrel or a big hollowed out gourd that the two halves screw apart or come apart and reattach with pressure and cork or something like that. You follow me?
Yeah, yeah, you can definitely find something that suits your needs.
Mhm.
I'll let the details of what it looks like be up to you.
Okay.
But you find it's very simple.
Yeah.
And costs you like a silver piece.
Okay, cool. And I'll make that 2 silver piece, or I don't know how much a net is. I should probably look that up. But I'll just get a net too, not the weapon net, but just a net to help carry whatever this otherwise unruly item is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll look up however much a net is, and I'll deduct that too. And then
I
I'll.
also want to get that actually. Like,
Uh-huh.
you know how like the little kids nets, like where you catch little insects in them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Bug
you can get a little bug net. I'll say it's like 5 copper.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bug. And can I look for a book? I want a really obscure book about the ocean. This is like the book that talks about like, oh man, the core. Not damn. Now I got to think about what goes in ocean books. Katie,
Me. Oh, this is too broad of a question.
I don't know. This is a broad book.
Okay. No, no.
I don't know. The Twilight Zone of the ocean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh
deep
yeah.
depths of the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Since you're looking for something that specific, let's make a like an investigation check.
Yeah, boy. Hold up. For the use the Road 20 app.
Oh no. Hey.
16. I didn't know it showed the result. They updated it.
You see that there's not a whole lot in the way of there's no like formal library here, but you do find some scrolls that are on the ocean. It's kind of a rare find. But uh, it talks about like legends and stories of like mythic encounters on the seas, and like descriptions of like Thassa and like her worship. There's not much information on like Tritons or anything. Most of this definitely looks like it's been written by someone who has only ever been above the water.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, this is actually what I was kind of looking for. This is nice. We gotta mark down some more gold. I think that's all I want.
All right. Do
So, what everybody else doing at the shop? Yeah.
yeah, is Demetrius or Halion, y'all have anything in particular y'all'd like to be up to, or?
Nope. I don't really need much, and I don't have any money. So, well, I don't have a lot.
Oh, hey,
That's definitely fair.
hey, come on. We gotta get to something.
Demetrius, if you have any questions about weapons, I think Callie might be able to answer, and he might have good suggestions.
Um,
What should I get?
Katie, if you follow the link that I just shared, it should pull up a few scrolls for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know how useful they'll be for you, but
Well, think about it.
What
How
was
much
you
money
saying?
do I have?
What was you saying? The Alistair, Ali, Didi.
Um, I don't, I don't, I don't, I don't, um,
He's sort of looking for something both honorific and honorific in our own God's eyes, and small. He favors lighter weapons.
Oh, okay. Actually, I was already planning on making something for Didi. And I opened
That's
my
very
bag,
sweet.
show him the 3 iron ingots.
like gas.
Oh my god, I know. Free of charge, you know. It's I just y'all inspired me to make some cool things. So I thought make them, give it to y'all. It'd be nice to see y'all use them.
Demetrius's eyes are like huge, and he's just kind of speechless for a moment, and then he's like, whatever you see fit, Theo. Here's the here, and I'll hand my 10 gold pieces to Theo.
I pass them to Callie immediately. I also have a lot of these. And he hands you 75 gold pieces.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yes, I tried to barter with some of the jewels, and they decided to take them and give me these instead. And I won't pretend that I don't know what they are. I just don't like how they feel in my hands.
Oh, I love how they feel in my head. Yeah. I think. Well, I have an idea of what I'm going to make for you, Didi. I think you're gonna love it, and I think both of you are actually gonna pretty love it as well. I'm gonna try to be as respectful to you guys as I can be. It's still gonna be some metal, but it's a collaboration, you know.
I kiss you on the mouth.
Yahtzee.
I just drank water. I hate you.
Did Callie just say Yahtzee?
Yeah.
Can that please be the episode title?
Oh yeah, that's why I was confirming.
Oh my fucking god.
As the conversation hits a sudden like quiet for a moment, and there's commotion all going around. Suddenly, all of you hear this very loud, like crashing sound, distant. Um, it sounds like trees splintering and crashing, and then you hear suddenly a horn that's just bellowing out this deep echoing sound. A lot of the folk around you look for a second very confused, and you see uh, the guards, like, they don't abandon their post, but you see a few of them, and then of many of the citizens just start like running into the city in kind of the direction of the initial like crashing sounds. It kind of seems like it's coming from like southwest of here.
I'm gonna run with the guards.
As you come to a gate, your passage is barred.
Y'all want to tell us what's going on here? Like, what's happening?
I'm sorry, we don't really know what's going on, but this is not a moment for us to, you know, not stand at our post. I apologize. I'm sure word will reach us soon. It sounds like there may be something attacking.
Like, you see Kylie's like very confused at this moment. Like, hey, I'm down to fight. Like, I'm willing to help. Just let me do whatever.
I'm sorry. That is, very kind of you, but our rules are very clear and absolute. I'm sure that our guard will be able to fend it off. Um, it's really, I cannot allow an exception.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk away, and then I'm gonna see if I can try to find any way around him without him seeing me.
I think like there's not really like a need to have a check. Like, this market is set up so that it is impossible for someone to find their way in without a guard seeing. This is something that they do where they open this up once a month, and they've been doing it for so long. Like, this is uh, a well trained thing. Like, it was built for that specific purpose.
All right, gonna walk back to the group, fucking pissed off.
What's wrong?
Apparently, it seems like somebody's attacking, and they're so fucking like protective of like us not going to help. I don't know why. I don't want this place to be damaged. This is a beautiful fucking city. I don't know.
You all hear in the distance a like cacophony of like screeches, very monstrous, like many voices all in not quite in sync with each other.
Fuck
No.
that.
No.
I need to go. We gotta find a way.
Can I? I'm sorry, I don't monopolize time, but I haven't. Can I call a bloodhawk to me using my wild companion feature to go and look at what is happening over the wall?
Yeah, I think you can. It begins to fly in that direction. Do you try to send it like outside of the city and around, or through the city directly towards the sound of the commotion?
Ar- s- ar- either around the city or to the city?
through the city. So,
Okay.
like the city is basically like domed in. Like the wall is
Uh-huh.
thick, and then it meets the canopy, and the canopy is thick.
Mhm.
So it's just a matter of if you're trying to come at this thing from inside the wall or outside the wall.
I think outside.
Okay. Um, the the hawk flies quickly enough. It takes a bit of time for them to like exit from where you are already, and then make its way around. Um, you're able to like see through its eyes and stuff, though.
Yes.
That has a range, though, right?
I can see through it always. It just can only communicate with me and take commands from me up to 100 feet.
Okay. Um, you see those of you there. You see Theo just kind of like warg out of their body for a moment, and Theo, from this overhead view, you can see um, as you get closer, you see like rustling in the treetops and like down trees and everything. Um, you don't get a clear image of what it is, um, but as you're flying nearby, um, you hear more of these like guttural roars, multiple, um, a slamming sound, crunches, um, and you catch just like a flash of like a toothy maw like above the trees, and then it comes back down, um and then you hear another like cacophony of screeches, um and it seems like whatever this is, you can hear like crunching and see the trees rustling of this thing like fleeing again deeper into the woods south of town. Those of you back at the Abora, you hear like uh the sounds, like monstrous sounds, seem to die down, and you're left with a lot more just like human commotion, shouting of guards, movement of people, but it does sound like things begin to die down a bit.
Hey, Kira walks out of the like scroll shop completely like having been zoned in to just like, ooh, magic. And it's just like, did something occur?
All of this has taken place in like maybe 2 minutes.
Oh damn.
Should I do some kind of investigation check to see what I can get from like the source of it if Beast was like trying to find out?
I don't know if investigation would really get you because you don't have like any clues to really like examine or anything. But if someone wanted to make like a nature check, maybe, that might be helpful.
I want to learn about this creature.
The creature.
Not again.
That's the only thing I think of.
20.
My creature.
Dirty
Uh,
20.
Beast, like from the screeches themselves, you can tell that like it does not sound like a natural beast. It didn't sound like a lion's roar. It didn't sound like anything like that. Callie, just kind of growing off of that, um, you hearing multiple sounds, but all of them very same. This was either like a group of similar creatures, or a creature with multiple voices, and that leaves you like racking your brain for like different like mythological beasts, and something along the lines of like a hydra comes to mind.
What the fuck? I think that was pure speculation, and I'm not going to say, "Oh my god, it might be Hydra" out loud. Don't want to manifest that into there.
A clone is, excuse me, going to be poking Theo in the shoulder as he is looking through the hawk's senses. Theo.
He's still in the hawk's senses, but he turns his head to face you, and the same like Nick's eyes that he has while prophesying like look up at you. And then they clear. Yes?
Yeah, that seemed like prophecy waiting signal. Do you have ability to make animals send missive or message?
In limited capacity?
Well,
What sort of message?
You've met Anthusa not 15, 20 minutes ago. Perhaps send her message from us asking what happened, how we can help.
I will call the hawk to me and say, if someone wishes to write a letter, I can ensure its arrival. I don't have Animal Messenger with me, but I do have an animal who could be a messenger.
Okay, I will appeal to the group at large for who has writing implements and paper, and I will then begin to describe to Theo as best as possible how to get to the location where they could find Anthusa.
Yeah, I'm sure. Akira, you definitely have.
Yeah.
Ink and paper.
Hell yeah.
And you can jot down a message, and with the instructions, the hawk can fly into the city, headed towards the Tower of the Lion, following the directions that are given to you. Coming in through an open window, you see that Anthusa that you've seen before, through the hawk's eyes, you see her hasn't left this area, and the children are all here, and it looks like her and a few other guards are didn't have time to put armor on, but are watching everything, axes in hand, ready to defend the little bears.
I know that's what they're called, but oh my god.
Yeah, every time I read it or say it, I just but yeah, as your hawk lands, Anthusa braces a bit as something comes through the window, but then sees it and then notices the message and comes over, pulls it off and reads over it. What does the message say, Aklan?
I and my friends are awaiting instruction in the marketplace if you feel you need help with anything.
All right.
Just emojis. Great.
She goes and picks up a quill and turns over the paper, and on the back scrolls, "Understood. Meet with you soon," and ties it back to the hawk.
Excellent.
Hawk can return the message to you easily enough, and you're left waiting a short amount of time.
During that time, I'd like to have a brief conversation with Akira.
Ooh, me? That was Katie.
Yes, and I've got what is essentially a pony keg with like you can remove basically the entire top of it and reposition it or reaffix it like you would a cork in a giant wine bottle. And I've fashioned sort of a sling out of the net that I've purchased. And I just open this thing up, and the barrel's about 2/3 full with water. And I just say, perhaps more comfortable for your new fish friend.
Akira is like kind of confused as to where this is going while you're like showing them this, and then like when you say that, they just get this look of like just relief and like you get it, like you understand. And
Bucket seemed like
they
it would be problem.
yes, I imagine it is not very comfortable. And they ooh, can I have do I have anything that can make more water? Because I only have a bucket worth of water. Well, we can just get what like the city has water, right?
Yeah, you're able to
Yeah.
find water easily
Yay.
enough.
I can shape water it into the thing.
Yeah, there's it looks like there's a you can't really see much of it, but like Aklan, and like from this video overview,
Mhm.
there's a channel of water that's runs through the center of the rings of town, and it does pass right under this market, and there is a like fountain nearby that's just shaped out of like natural earth.
Yeah, actually, looking at
That's
this
just
map, it looks
pouring
like
water.
that's the ring of water.
Yeah, the blue.
Yeah.
Epic. And then we'll very carefully dump the our fish buddy in there, and then once they've done that, they very awkwardly and kind of timidly hug you.
Well, well, you are welcome. I am more
Thank
than
you.
happy. I am more than happy to carry. But I understand if you would be more comfortable.
No, of course not. I mean, I do not want you to have to carry such a thing, but I am very weak. Um,
Uh,
I
no,
I
not a
appreciate this.
problem.
You're a good friend, Aklan. And they give you their weird little toothy smile.
I am happy to help, and I will add fish friend to my inventory.
Sobbing and throwing up.
All right. Well, I think right here's a good place to take a break. We'll come back in about 15 minutes. right. Yeah. So things seem to calm down a little bit. Everyone around you kind of starts, chattering and trying to get back into things. But it's like whenever something's interesting happening, and you just have like a big group of people just like standing and like looking and stuff. Um, but before long, you see Anthusa um, come back into the Abora market, and she looks around and then spots your group, um, and walks over to you, um, and she like, okay, you said y'all might be interested in doing something to help. Um, I I guess I should fill you in a bit. This creature, this Hydra-like thing, um, has been seen spotted off and on again for the past few weeks. We don't know if it's hungry or it's bored, but it keeps coming in, and I don't know. It seems like it's trying to test the wall, maybe. It hasn't just been it. There have been other creatures as well, but this one's been the one that's the biggest threat, I guess. We've sent a couple of hunting parties after it, but they have not returned.
You say Hydra like. How like?
Like, it's probably a Hydra, though I've never seen one before. Um, a smaller body, but at least 5 heads, long necks, uh, twisting, writhing, a vicious maw, unnaturally fast. We, we, anytime that it comes, it crashes a few times, it knocks some trees down, and we get a few shots in, but never enough, and then it's off, tearing its way back through the woods. It's, it should be easy enough to track, yet our hunters have, uh, well, they haven't come back empty-handed. They just haven't returned.
Has there been anything said or done within the city that would cause the forest and its creatures anger? Dissent?
Not, not that's reached my ears, and most things do eventually reach my ears. It is of my opinion that this thing, while it makes its home in the wood, is not naturally there. I don't believe this is a creature of Nylea. I believe this might be some monstrosity in Farika's domain. It is a threat to us and our people, and the Hunters Guild has cleared it a uh, as viable prey. Uh,
I feel obliged to do what I can to aid you. That means entering the forest. That is what I should do.
I'm already ready to go.
I must stress on you, this creature is gargantuan. It is a terror. I and the polis would be, immensely grateful for whoever would wind up bringing this thing down. Um, I'm sure if we took you to speak with Nikita and the Hunters Guild, they may be able to spare some supplies and maybe an extra uh, body, some arms, or anything that you might need. Again, I can't just keep sending people after this thing and hoping that they come back. I don't want you to feel obligated, but we would be
If
very grateful.
this creature has been causing harm to this wall and then harm to the forest, it is natural, I think, as it does not appear to be of this domain. I think many of us would feel compelled to help it either find its way to where it belongs or remove it from where it does not. Whatever that might mean. And I'll look at everyone else.
Kali got like their arms already crossed, tapping her foot.
Yes, it seems you cannot continue to send more people to not return, and similarly, you cannot sit and do nothing and just wait for it to return, attack again. So, only alternative is to send people not of the city to track and find, and who knows, perhaps it is just agitated and we can remove the source of agitation and it be on its way.
That would be. I am not eager to thrust this responsibility on, many of you that I've only barely met, but if you believe this is something that you can handle and are willing to, put yourselves in danger for the city, I will do what I can to help you prepare, and I'm sure I can speak with Nikita about putting together a reward for you on your return. Please prioritize your safety. I don't want you getting yourselves killed for this purpose. Um, the Basara Tower is located somewhere. Yeah. So, Anthusa begins to lead you kind of out of the gates of the city, towards a tower that y'all saw in the distance as you were coming closer. Not far out of the gate and a little bit to the south. Um, the Tower of the Fox rises well above the tree level. Um, uh, she brings you there and speaks with the guards and um, guides you inside. And the base of this tower is very large, and the center looks very much like a um, very much looks like a hunting lodge, in a way. It's natural walls. You see pelts and fur rugs and everything. organizing. You see like not necessarily like trophies from kills, but these pelts are you know put to use after a hunt is complete, and provide like furnishing for the you know warmth and comfort of the tower.
Tyler is
Um,
being so careful about us right now. I appreciate it.
Gotta watch out for them too.
I literally trust these people. They are a hunters guild.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are good people
We
in
won't
our
razz them. We
eyes.
promise, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Just don't burn us down, please.
You see um, pacing nearby in like leathers with a sword at her hilt, very fine leather, intricately carved, greens all like under the armor. um, a dark-skinned woman looks to be in her like 50s, that is pacing back and forth and speaking with a group of younger, like uh, also women in various armors. Um, it looks like she's discussing like defense and that kind of thing, and maybe trying to put together another group. um, Whenever she spots your group and Enthusa, Enthusa kind of waves her over, and they break off and go speak privately for a moment. After a bit, they come back over, and Enthusa introduces the woman in the armor as Nikita, who oversees the Basara Tower, the Tower of the Fox, which the person you met earlier, Clover, is also a member of that regiment. Uh, Nikita uh, greets all of you. I understand you intend to track after this Hydra.
Yeah. That, that seems to be the plan.
Yes, has anyone ever tried talking to it?
No, we have not tried talking to it. Though I guess the previous groups may have tried talking to it and have just uh, been yet to return to us and report. Perhaps the Hydra invited them to tea, and they sat and had a nice chat, and decided they did not wish to return to Satessa. Who knows?
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Have any of you been into the Nessian Wood before?
No, I have not.
She just kind of gives a look over to Enthusa. It is my place as the leader of the Basara Tower to put a stop to those who trespass and poach in the realm of our goddess Nalea, and to uh, arbit- arbitrate over the domain of the hunt as it is set here, to ensure that those who enter only take prey they need, to ensure that those who hunt honestly are not um, in danger of monstrosities such as this. It has been determined that this creature, whatever it might be and whatever its purpose is a threat to the safety and the natural cycle of the wood. As such, we have sent hunting parties before, to no avail. I cannot say that I am quick to put trust in the hands of outsiders, but I do not have the luxury to turn away help at this point. In that regard, I can speak with the quartermaster and see what provisions we can provide for you. Is there anything any of you request? Fresh arms, armor?
Mm,
Do you
Please,
have
if it's of
any of
necessity.
do you have any of the bows, but you hold them in just one hand?
I believe we may have some in stock.
mm,
I've always wanted to try one of those.
mm.
Very well. Give me a moment. I will be back in a flash. She walks up and speaks with another woman, and they kind of go into a closet of sorts. You're left kind of in quiet there as you wait. Eventually, she returns. She passes a hand crossbow to you, Demetrius, and then also sets out 4 potions of healing, and then also 2 greater potions of healing.
This is a generous consideration.
I've lost plenty of my warriors to this thing. I don't like the idea of losing strangers to it too.
I have faith that this will be a blessed hunt.
I
Sorry, can you repeat how many potions that was and what kinds? I'm writing it in the group inventory.
Those
Uh,
4
4
healing
regular
potions and
and
2
2 greater.
greater.
Should we
I
each have
have
one on hand? Oh. What were you saying, Holly?
That would be wise.
Demetrius has something else to say about you. Second. um, I have another question. Lost the
Please.
accent there. Don't worry about it. Do you have arrows for this?
Oh, yes. Bolts. I, of course, didn't. Uh, she like points to the other woman, and this much younger woman runs back and grabs 2 quivers of crossbow bolts, 20 bolts each, so 40 bolts.
Thank you.
Very well. It is mid-afternoon. Do you think you intend to pursue now while the trail is fresh, or would you like to rest and get a fresh start?
I think, does anybody need to rest? I think I'm ready to go now.
It might behoove us all if I had an opportunity to commune before we did.
Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Very well. If your intention is to rest, I can provide you bunk here at the tower. Um, then, first thing in the morning, I can send you with a a guide that can help you help keep you from getting lost in the Nessian Wood. It can be labyrinthine at times. She'll at this point she goes and fetches a couple other members of the tower, and they lead you to a few rooms still here on the first floor that you are able to bunk up in, like two to a room. It looks like you've got bunk beds, a simple like wash basin.
Oh my god, we got bunk beds.
I jump up onto a top bunk.
The mirthful leap, you kind of hit your horns on the roof as you leap.
Oh my god. You gonna see me, Kali, and the Echo take over once.
And Kira like goes to take the one that the Echo takes, and then is like, "I see," and then just like sits on the floor next to it.
I think with the Echo, we have an even number of people.
And Kira wants to be by their bestie.
Oh my god.
I'm definitely on the floor, by the way, just rolling around.
Never saw Echo give so much sass with no words. Oh my god. So sorry about him. He gets, he never had his own bed. So
I understand.
if you want, you can have the bed. I'll do my usual thing.
Oh,
He gets a little gruff, gets a little mean at times if he doesn't get his way.
also I missed that. Are we short? What are we doing? Are we just short resting or are we long resting?
If you short rest, you'll be hunting at night.
Mm.
So it might, well, who knows how
Okay.
long it'll take you to track the thing or how far it went. So, an hour from now would still be daytime, but it'd be rapidly approaching the evening.
I vote for tackling this problem in the morning.
Mhm.
I think so too.
Here,
Or
here.
our spellcasters can re-prepare spells as necessary.
Ah, yes. I forgot. You guys do magic.
We do a shitload of magic, and we have to prepare magic, which is such a pain in the fucking ass.
Oh,
Look,
I told you
I have
guys.
the ability to prepare magic playing a bard who is so limited. So
It was,
Wizard
first of
moment.
all, it was fun as hell playing that board because, don't got the spell. Cried
That
out.
sucks.
No. I'm talking like I don't also have 2 to 3 spells.
Fuck yeah.
very well. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do before you get to bed?
I kept forgetting to do this. I have ink from the temple library and a hooded lantern ? In my inventory that I think had some things up with them. Can I identify those?
Yes, you certainly can.
That was like an in-game a week ago.
They get distracted. They got a lot of books they like to read and stuff in their spare time. They just forget.
This is not like at night, but like when we wake up in the morning, I think colleagues go do like one of those those prayers where like I'm trying to hurry up and eat. Like tonight,
Grace.
like
Everyone say
bless you.
grace. Grace.
Okay, I know that I wrote up handouts for these things. Where did they go?
I'm so sorry. I'm just making you look up shit today.
It's okay. Like, I know that I wrote these things, but I can't find them now.
That's the shopping episode, and he gets to try to murder us at times. So
Would it help you if I found the date that
No, I
of the
know
session that
exactly
I
what
got?
they
Okay.
are. I just have to, I just thought I had handouts made, and I can't find the
Oh,
handouts. Okay, well, I'll just have to make a new handout for it. The lantern is a Nyx site lantern, NYX site. When its black cloth cover is removed, it casts a starry bright light in a 30-foot radius.
ooh.
The light reveals all invisible creatures, reveals illusions, and can even banish magical darkness. It
What the
contains enough
fuck?
Nyx to power it for 10 minutes. It gains a minute of charge every night, except for moonless nights when it fully recharges.
Okay. Word. I'm gonna jot that down in my server.
And then the bottle of ink is it contains flecks of Nyx in it. It's magical ink that could be used to like um, I guess you could like tattoo. You could use this ink to tattoo a magical effect onto someone.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
It
Somebody
could
give me a stick
be
and poke right now.
the glyphs or incantation needed to cast a spell of up to like first level. And so if you were to do that, the creature who you apply this to would have that spell prepared at all times, and it wouldn't count against their number of prepared spells. You could also like use it, and I'm open for creativity here too. We just would have to like work it out. You could do like a tattoo of a compass that would allow that creature to always know which way is north and remember a path that they took. If you did like a tattoo of like gills, it would allow the creature to breathe underwater.
What the
If you use the
fuck?
tattoo to like cover a battle scar, then it would give the creature a +2 bonus when rolling hit dice during a short rest. So there are various applications, but you have enough ink here for one application.
Okay. Ooh. I
Stick and
will.
poke before this
Fuck yeah!
before this fucking
Okay, I will share with the group that the things that we have and offer someone else to hold the Nyx sight lantern who actually cannot see in the dark because I can.
literally everybody except me and you.
I think it is well suited to a clone as a keeper and seeker of secrets.
Very kind. Thank you.
We'll give it to it.
And a clown returns. Is this at night or in the morning? I'm confused when we are right now.
Evening.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Perfect. All right, who's getting tatted? Who's getting fucking tatted?
A clone. It has been some time now since y'all made it to the temple to Heliod and retrieved the first piece of the mask. I assume that it has just kind of been like kept in your bag or on your person somewhere.
Yeah, just in like a like a equivalent to like a messenger bag that he has slung over his shoulder.
Just about every time that you open the bag, like it catches your eye, and like you can feel over time, like you can feel that there is a power to it. There is like some kind of magic within it that almost seems like it grows a little bit stronger as you as time passes by. And I mean,
Well,
it's up to you if you'd like to
yeah, no.
investigate it anymore. Or...
In that case, when Akira hands me the lantern, I will hold out the fragment of the mask and say, this seems to be radiating something strange, perhaps powerful. Would you care to take a look? Perhaps do what you've done with lantern and ink?
Hell yeah. I have a habit of touching magical items to identify them all the time. I'm gonna do that.
Whenever you touch this mask to, cast identify, um, it's a fragment of the full face mask. It looks like it would be like the brow over the left eye. It's made of marble with like gold veins of like energy pulsing through it. As you look closer, you can see these veins like faintly shimmer with a light that pulses through it. As you touch it, it feels warm to the touch, as if it's been laying out in the sun, even though it's been um, in this bag for a week or so. Um, as you cast Identify on it, what you learn is that there is magic in this, and someone who attunes to it, specifically like this piece, would gain dark vision out to 60 feet, and can speak a command phrase to cause the piece of the mask to glow a cool pale light and emanate the daylight spell.
Ooh.
Also, once per day, you could choose to have the daylight generated by the mask reveal invisible creatures and objects, and this effect would last for a minute. Um, you also, in identifying this, you know that there is much more power inside of this thing than is unlocked right now. You can tell that this thing is something that would grow in power, um, and that it feels like it's just missing another piece of it, almost as if like as pieces are gathered, they all grow in power.
Ooh.
So you do know that like this this piece is an attunement item. Another piece would be an attunement item. Um, they are meant not to be like put together. Like putting them together is a feat beyond y'all's power. But like once they are like, even if they are gathered into a uh, party, they will react to each other's ability.
Ooh. Um, this should allow the wearer to see in the dark better, and also produce light that uh can act similarly to the lantern. But I think as we collect more fragments, this will become more useful, and they will hand it back to you.
Hmm. Excellent. Thank you. Hmm.
They nod. They seem like they had fun checking out this item. They're a nerd.
Well, it seems I've gone from few options for seeing at night to too many to take advantage of. Um,
It is
would
very good to be able to see in the dark. I do not know how you all manage.
Psh.
would someone else be interested in lantern, or perhaps if not, mm, someone make use of mask fragment?
How would Halion feel to be bearer of the mask?
It makes no difference to me. I can carry it. I
I
am tending to be close and poking things, and he hefts his lance. But perhaps someone a little further from direct fighting.
Okay, someone has to take this thing, right? Like, we just can't keep passing it around.
I'll hold the mass fragment out to Demetrius.
He'll grin and just take it.
Okay, now the lantern. All right. I know all of y'all don't see in the dark. I know this can't be a thing, right?
No, well, I have lantern.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god.
What was that I care about ink?
Yeah. They very enthusiastically explain that Bink will let somebody have fancy magic tattoo, but that we only have one. Yo, can we do the tattoos? Can we actually stick and poke this shit? Or do we have to find someone who can
No,
do tattoos?
You can do it.
Oh,
Yeah!
fuck yeah. Shitty, bad, bleedy tattoos.
Fuck yeah.
I kind of I want to suggest it for me because it's just like it's not even working. It's just like just smearing on my fucking body.
Yeah, I was
You got to
gonna
use
say
something
that, like,
stronger.
it's magic. You can just paint it on, but I mean, I am down if y'all want to stab each other.
Okay, wait, what was the thing about like a first level spell that okay, remind me, please.
Um, do, do, do. Oh, where did that go? I've got so many pages. The tattoo is of the glyphs or incantation needed to cast a spell of up to first level. The creature always has that spell prepared, and it does not count against their number of prepared spells. So it's basically like you're writing the spell on someone or drawing the glyph for it or something like that. So just like some runes or something like that.
Okay. So does that mean for like magic people that already have like first level spell slots, they would use
You would
the
still need to use a spell slot to cast
okay.
it, but
So
it would just be like permanently prepared
okay. Okay.
without
Gotcha.
counting against your number of prepared slots.
So we can't give a
Yeah, you
non-magic
couldn't
Like,
give
I
person.
it.
was like, we could put
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark on any of our combatants, and that would fucking rip.
I have first level.
Ooh.
Yeah. I do
What
magic.
spell? Okay, can the spell be from any spell list, or would it have to be like related to the person's like original spell list?
Or the tattooer's original spell.
Ooh!
Hmm.
Wait, this is true.
Now we're finna break some shit. Hold on.
And would this mean you could just give someone like a new cantrip? Like just teach someone a new cantrip?
You could do a cantrip instead of a first level spell.
That could be fun.
And
Who
yeah,
wants a
unlike that,
casting
yeah,
of detect poison and disease?
it does need to be.
I
It
do.
does
I already got
off
poisoned.
of. It does need to be off of the tattooer spell list.
Ooh, okay.
But it doesn't
Okay.
have to be a spell that you already know. Like, I'm not going to limit it that much.
Okay. Okay.
Who's doing the tattoo? Who's getting the tattoo?
I don't know, Demetrius with divine favor,
Oh.
an extra D4 to every hit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on here. I just know someone's finna get a tattoo.
Just a reminder again, this is not like a free casting, just a free prepared.
Gotcha. I think in that case, like if we wanted to make it a damage focused one, giving Demetrius a divine favor tattoo would be the right play. Now, if we wanted to give someone a utility spell,
Mhm.
like access to a utility free cast, that's also not a bad idea. But of the resources we have, I think Adam, you're spot on for what would be the
Right.
most effective.
That is currently one of my prepared spells, so I would have to figure out what else to add into my arsenal.
I'll help you, baby.
Wow.
Mwah. Do you have Hunter's Mark available on your spell list? Since you're an Ancients Paladin?
No, I don't think so.
Look at what you got. Okay, not okay.
Yeah, it looks like Hunter's Mark is a ranger or vengeance paladin thing.
Oh, that's right. I remembered a paladin had it, but not the ranger paladin. Detect magic as might be really good on for Akira. Do you have the free casting of detect magic with an invocation, or did you not pick that invocation? I know you're not a warlock,
Invocation.
but
I was like,
the,
wait.
the Eldritch Initiate feat that lets you pick an invocation.
No.
Okay,
I
that's
do
fine.
just have detect magic though anyway.
Mhm.
Forget that I had.
Having that one might not be a bad idea.
Let's take True Strike. I think that would be the best.
Guys, snare. Come on.
Yo,
Yes, it's
you're
right.
joking, but we're going
Come
hunt.
on.
Right? We might as well.
I don't think Snare is going to catch a Hydra.
Hey,
Darn.
Outcast at the 9th level.
I also do have. I don't know if this would be helpful, but I have Bless, and I believe Dee Dee does too. We could put that on someone else potentially. Like I mean, like Akira or Callie, who has first level spell slots available.
I'm gonna forget to cast bless on people. I
Okay,
never
then
blessed people when I was a fucking cleric.
that's true.
I never had it.
There's
I had it prepared. I just never
Right.
used it.
just to cause as much trouble as possible.
Mhm.
There's always Gift of Alacrity or Silvery Barbs,
Oh baby,
right? Just to fuck shit
baby.
up.
Silvery Bar.
Is Silvery Barbs a wizard spell?
But that was a bar,
I have it
so
pulled up on the wizard spell list
It's
currently.
Silvery
Bard,
Barbs.
Sorcerer, and Wizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does
wow,
that one
bar
do?
is so cool.
I say it when I can literally just look at it right now.
It's a reaction that gives an attacking thing disadvantage and offers a advantage to one of your allies.
What?
It's a little bit better than that even because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just an attacking thing. Anytime you see a creature succeed on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can be like, no, roll again.
Oh! I was just about
And
to
then
ask.
give advantage to an ally on the next roll they make.
So I'm about to get hit with something. I say no disadvantage, roll again.
Hmm
They could possibly miss, and then
They
I can
might
say
miss. They might still
bestie.
hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've used it to cancel crits. Like that's
Yeah.
a fun way to
Oh!
use it.
And the
Ooh.
reality of that one would be that because you and I have the most spell slots and it's a reaction spell,
Mhm.
it would be better if either you and I had access to that. I'm okay if I don't take it, but I also know how stressed you get about remembering abilities you have.
I'm not gonna remember it. Somebody else take it. you
Yeah,
get
the
it.
problem though is, do you have a level in either Bard,
I'm
Sorcerer,
buying
or
the
Wizard?
pieces.
I can tat it on somebody, I think, because it's on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
wizard spell
Yeah.
list.
So,
Oh, I gotcha.
yeah, as long as the tattooer knows the
Gotcha.
spell or could learn the spell.
Fuck yeah.
I'm not saying I need to claim this, but like if that would be the most effective use of it and we think Silvery Barbs is the way to go, I can take that. I still think Divine Favor or Detect Magic are very good options as well.
The world may never know.
Especially like Divine Favor, that's on every attack, right?
Yeah, I
Because
believe
we
it's a
could put
D4
that
on every attack.
because we could put that on. Well, the monks don't have spell slots. Never mind.
Right.
I was like,
You
that would
put it
kick
on-
ass on monks.
Could put it on Callie, although it's a
Uh-huh.
paladin spell, so the person tattooing it would have to. So I don't know that we could put it on Callie.
DD can tattoo
Yeah.
it.
Oh, great.
Demetrius
Yeah.
could tattoo it onto someone.
And if we gave it to Callie, Callie has multi-attack and the
Mm-hmm. The echo.
the echo.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it'd be pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think either one of those are good ways to go.
I'm a nasty little man.
Hell
mean,
yeah.
I also like the idea of doing something useless just because it's funny, but
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Giving someone detect poison and disease
Right.
was a very funny thing to do.
yeah.
Hey, I already got poisoned once. I think I gotta learn.
Ted and Cole, do you guys have strong thoughts?
Nope. I can neither tattoo anything nor have any spell slots. So
Oh.
As
I
far
Daddy.
as group involvement in the decision,
Yeah.
I will remind you, like, spells are not the only thing you can do, though that is like a very good thing.
Yeah.
You
You can
could
tattoo an angry face on me.
you could tattoo a ruler on someone's arm, and they'll just always know how long an object is.
Nice.
You
The
can get
Adam
creative
Savage
with this,
tattoo.
like,
Oh, I
I
actually
think
might
you could
need
just do that with
that.
regular fucking ink.
Yeah.
Because I
If
didn't
I
want a normal stick and poke
you
with
you
my.
tattoo this ruler on someone, and someone can look at like a person and be like, they're exactly 5'11", or look at like a tower and be like, that tower is 102
Fucking
feet tall.
5'11".
Quick,
I think I
Gotcha.
should do that.
quick.
Could we tattoo someone's eyelids and make them have dark vision?
That's such a gnarly
That's
place
so
to get a
fucked.
tattoo at.
if
I
I
don't-
get the angry face tattoo, can I have the barbarian ability to rage?
I think that might be a little bit too strong, actually.
You get the
The
reckless.
rule of cool, Tyler.
Tyler.
Like tattoo wings and then fly.
Come on, yeah.
Tattoo wings. Oh man. Okay.
Tattoo of slightly frustrated.
We're gonna have to start submitting these to Tyler like in a specific channel a week early for him to vet.
I'm making a Google Doc right now.
Tyler just gets a bunch of DMs at like 4 in the morning where we're like, hear me out.
I like wake
Tattoo.
him up and I'm like
I just had a drink.
a smaller foot on the bottom of your foot to go faster.
It gives you an extra 5 feet.
Hey, look,
my
Long
God.
Strider's a first level spell.
I mean, go
But I
on,
want the
y'all.
foot.
Oh my god.
If I get a Jesus tattoo, can I turn water into wine?
Yes!
Now that would be a good use.
Jesus
That one's
tattoo.
allowed. That one's for sure. Yeah. I don't know if you
Jesus
could do like a
allowed.
full piece, but maybe if you did just like a Bible verse.
Right. A Bible verse?
You do a little
What are we gonna
cross,
start
but
playing
none of us
football?
have like the religious connotation of what that means. But suddenly you can turn water into wine. We don't
What do you have a
understand.
T tattooed on you? What the fuck? Oh my god.
That'd be so fucking. Let's just ruin the economy. Come on.
If I get a
Please.
T tattooed on me, can I get my testosterone magically and never have to do tattoo again?
The permanent tea pads.
Oh my god.
Tattoo of
Oh.
transgender.
Ah,
Okay,
I'd be
really though.
proud of that, but-
Okay.
The strong play would be like Tyler mentioned, like gills on someone. But the truth of the matter is I can make people. I've got water breathing. I don't think
Y'all need to
that's-
breathe.
And we also
Yahtzee
aren't
bird in the
underwater.
water.
Yes.
I think the spells that we've talked about are the best. It's just kind of deciding which one we want.
Hmm.
How difficult do you want the stick and poke be?
I think the strongest choice is doing the silvery barbs, but it is very, very strong, and I'm okay if we want to go a little less than that. I think Callie getting Divine Favor is great, and Akira, you have that special feature that lets you ritual cast real fast, so Detect Magic isn't necessary. It just would be cool if you had that always prepared. That's where that one's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, my vote's for Silvery Barbs just because it seems to me, with our collection of characters, doing damage is sort of the least of our concerns.
Also,
Yeah.
like
Gotta pump max numbies, man. You got crunch.
giving like a wizard access to a wizard spell just means they can prepare one more spell, but like
Mhm.
giving a druid a bard spell or something like that they normally wouldn't be able to have, and that also like introduces a new spell to the party rather than just like permanently preparing a spell that's already known.
And I'm pretty fucking good with
Adam,
reactions.
I have to disagree because, like, you don't need buffs if the enemy's dead.
Well,
I'm just saying.
that is very
That's how
true.
But yeah, I feel that.
The best defense is a good offense.
Literally murder.
Exactly.
Alright, who wants Witch Bolt with me? Let's fuck some witches up.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of cool, though.
One day Witch Bolt is gonna fail me, and I'm gonna
Don't
be really
fucking put
sad.
that out into the world. How
No.
fucking dare you?
Manifesting, it's gonna go perfect. I crit every time I cast it, and I always remember to cast it at higher levels. This is the thing.
Just you demolishing that last guy. Like I
I
hit the
didn't
worst
mean
for.
to! Oh god!
So fucking funny.
Anyway,
Okay. All right, Akira, are you ready to tattoo something on me? It sounds like.
Is that what we're going with? What are we going with?
this is your tattoo. I don't know what to say.
Oh fuck!
I got produce flames.
So we're going with fuck. What was it?
Silvery barbs?
Silvery barbs on you. What does this look like as a tattoo? Like, what do you want?
I
It's your
think like small, kind of shitty, thorny vines, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Do you want like a little like bracelet or like an anklet or something of
Oh,
like yeah,
hell yeah. I
Hell
don't think
yeah.
anklet will work. I got hooves and the skin's there
Oh,
pretty
Put it on your
fucking
neck.
thin, but
yeah, that's true.
on your neck, man. Go
The
crazy.
Joker tattoo of thorns.
my like bicep of like a curling vine.
The only thing you can't do is put it on like the head like a crown, because then that would be the spell Crown of Thorns.
Oh, I was gonna say that was another Jesus one, and I can turn water into it.
Damn.
Which would
someone-
Is the
also
spell
be
Crown of
something
Thorns or Crown
that
of
I would be
Madness?
down for.
It's kind of madness.
Yeah, that would be Crown of Madness, because that literally summons a twisted
crown
crown
of-
of jagged iron.
Yeah.
We'll be so honest. The water and the wine one, I would be perfectly fine with.
Oh,
Like, it was-
absolutely, absolutely.
That's kind of lit. Oh my god. Okay, are we doing this?
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Tyler, could you add silvery barbs to my spell sheet for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you want me to hold your hand?
I don't have access to that spell, so.
Oh, I mean, it should still let you drag. You can drag any spell from the compendium.
It didn't. I couldn't. I didn't have access to it.
That's
I've never seen them actually give any type of tattoo, so I just want.
Hey, Kira's never given a tattoo.
it's because Silvery Barbs is not a spell that is in my compendium.
Wait.
So I can copy and paste it in for you.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Kira keeps like checking on you while they're giving you this tattoo, and is like, "Are you certain you're okay?"
Oh, sorry, was that
Yeah.
to me? I was reading a message.
Yeah, Akira's like checking up on you while they're giving you this tattoo.
I drank a lot of the wine, but not out of like concern, but just to make it more fun. And then I try to give it to you. I'll cast guidance on you the whole time. I'll pet your head and tell you you're doing a very good job.
Thank you. I do not think I should drink while I am giving you this tattoo. I have also never been drunk before.
Don't tell me that right now. We have
Another
things
time,
to do
perhaps.
tomorrow.
I mean,
Well,
we can still do it tomorrow. Let's get drunk now.
perhaps if we do not die
wine-
from this creature, we shall celebrate? They ask as a question.
This wine was for after the hunt, yes.
Oh, fuck. I'm finna go get the pregame.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty.
I just gave you one of those barbed wire tattoos.
Please, no.
No.
I did like that actually occurred to me, and then I was like, no, it's metal. I can't. Like,
Yeah,
no, I
That's
can't.
wrong. Oh my god.
You're a GTA NPC.
Stop. Oh yeah.
Okay, silvery barb should be in there.
Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll move it upwards.
Yeah, maybe like throw a little tag in there or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or tag.
All right. Well, y'all get to rest eventually. I think unless there's anything else anyone would like to do,
Yes.
okay, go for it.
Sorry, I want to make sure everyone else does too. I just didn't want you to close before we finish. Yeah.
That's why I ask.
I wanna talk to Dee Dee real quick.
Cole Curry, what the fuck is this?
That's so terrible. Ah!
Demonic presence. Very demonic.
It stops working if you grow your hair out.
+2, that's it?
I just realized, yeah, you could like shade. You can see that whole
A
part off.
bazillion style.
There you go.
-50 drip.
I'm gonna act like I didn't hear 50 drip.
50 drip, 50 drip, 50 drip.
Okay.
You still want to talk to me?
You know, I really reconsidered. You know.
Did I just turn you?
No. So, you are a follower of Nylea as well, right?
Yes, yes, that is, yep.
So, you know, we're finna go on a really big hunt. Is there any like special rituals or things I need to do beforehand?
Yes. He looks you like dead serious in the eye and he says, yes.
I believe you said. I'm not gonna tell you no. Can you tell me what they are?
What time of day is it again? Is it morning?
Evening.
Evening? And we're going tomorrow morning? Or did I
think so.
What's
yes,
the...
that's correct.
I lean in very close.
Okay, I do that lean in with the side of my head.
In the dead of night, you must meet me and Theodotos, and you mustn't bring any light, and you must listen to us very carefully and do everything we say, and you mustn't speak. If you wish to spread this luck and power, you may tell the others who you so deem, but otherwise, just you.
Okay.
And then he turns and he walks away.
Wow, Nylea is fucking ominous, man. Go run to Akira and spread this out.
God damn it! I believe you! I Oh my god.
Okay, so
I like to think this is in the middle of the tattoo, and that Theo is like, "Oh yeah, for sure,
yeah,
definitely." Mhm.
Actually, like, when that gets mentioned, like, Theo just sort of, like, goes incredibly serene and says, "He's let you in." And he seems surprised.
I
who?
do not understand what is happening.
"No, you should see tonight if you so choose. It is, of course, up to you, but
I
this
am
is one of our most sacred and secret rituals."
I am too curious for my own good. I will be there, of course.
Swear to God, if y'all just fucking with me.
Honestly, I
Please.
go and I discreetly tell the others as well.
This is our deepest faith and a sacred rite. The hunt itself is a ritual that is an intricate dance with nature, but to prepare for the hunt is enlightening, invigorating, enthusiasm, and fierce devotion all together. I am surprised that he has made such a decision, though I do not disagree that it is a good one.
I just,
No, yeah,
God,
despite what I said to Kali, I absolutely do um as discreetly as I can like pull aside the other folks like individually when I have a chance, like when I can be sneaky about it, and like and mention the same thing, like the death of night. If you so choose, you may join us for for our pre-hunt ritual. It is very sacred to us and it is very powerful, but I think you are ready should you so choose to come. To everyone individually.
okay.
I'm not gonna like die or anything, right? Like there's no sacrifice involved.
I just smile wickedly.
Okay, I'll just yeah. All right. Yep. I'll be there. Can I do an insight check? I don't know. I mean it's all right. I don't need to. I'll just
Not if I'm already gone, bitch.
that's right. Beast will be a little bit concerned, but he will attend.
Oh my God. Just a buffet. Rose. Oh, so we got berries here, mangoes here, fresh water, juice, pomegranate.
Do we all meet up in the middle of the night then?
I'm assuming so. This is y'all
Who is
ritual.
meeting us in the middle of the fucking woods in the middle of the night?
Demetrius, when you tell Aklan about this, Aklan just says, I hope your ritual is successful this evening. Be well. He will
He
not be joining
smiles.
you this evening.
He smiles at you.
I'm showing up. I asked. So
Cool. We have a fire going.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, a campfire.
Halion Beast, are you guys here or no?
I think B said he was gonna be here.
Beast showed up like 10 minutes late, but he's
Helion will stay in. He is somewhat suspicious because he's pretty sure I was I was created with many ritual knowledges. This does that. I will stay with a clone.
Be well, both of you, then. We will see you in the morning. It's ritual time, bitches.
What sort of moon do we have?
This was the first night of the 7 days. A full moon will happen in 3 days. So it's nearly full.
Okay. I do open one of these bottles of wine.
I'm holding an intricate stone goblet.
And I put some dirt into that goblet before mixing it with some wine. And I taste it, and then I have Dee Dee drink some, and then I offer it to everyone else.
Yeah, we're slowly going around and standing in front of everyone and offering the goblet.
Taking a sip.
It's dirt and wine.
Real earthy.
Kira takes a sip and grimaces and passes it along and goes, "Is this what all wine tastes like?"
I don't know.
Oh.
It is enriched by the goddess Nylia herself.
Yeah, I can really taste the minerals.
I take some.
Sorry, I was wondering if Beast could do a sleight of hand check to discreetly fake sip it or make it a very tiny amount, imperceptible, that kind of thing, because he's kind of a germaphobe, so the fact of people drinking out of his also dirt just didn't help.
I think you don't. I think you might not even need to make a check for that. We're not opening your mouth and pouring it in.
Okay. All right, that's all right.
Gotta absorb the culture. Yeah. Religion was nice.
I reach into the ash of a fire and draw, drag my fingers down my face, and then I go to each of you, and above one of your temples, I draw a little curling shape, just one, kind of like a crescent moon, and I say that to be here now in this sacred ritual. Tomorrow I should bless the hunt formally, but here we should ask the goddess for guidance. And those who survive the evening, and he grins, jokingly, should remain members of the Cult of Horns, a secret organization for the rest of their lives. Little ones, and he curls one finger over his own temple, mirroring his own horn, but then also indicating that the shape he's just drawn on you is a single horn on your temple. He says, your initiation has begun, and then he hands some charcoal to Dee Dee.
I will begin the second step of your initiation. And similarly, I go to every one of you, instead of ashes on my fingers, I draw a curve just above your lip, mirroring the other side that the horn is on the forehead. And then I nod solemnly, and I don't say anything, and I just take my place next to Theo.
Theo shouts into the dark woods, and you see from the bushes creeps the glowing eyes and the deep growls of some creature that leaps out and jumps and tackles snarling a cougar that has just like essentially charged you, but then like upon making any sort of contact, immediately backs down and starts growling.
Kylie is like deadpan serious this whole time.
To prepare for a hunt, you must know what it is like to be hunted.
Run.
I
I'm
start
fucking
running.
dipping.
I start
I'm
chasing
out.
y'all.
Ooh,
What spells do I have that could help me with this? Hey, Misty Step! That helped me the other day! I mean... Yeah, fuck it. I might, like, Misty Step up into, like, a tree or something. And try and hide.
I sit down by the
Beast,
fire and begin drinking from my bottle.
I'm chasing you guys around like a maniac.
Beast is going to spend all of his key points casting Darkness and Pass with Grace. Because he's just like freaking, as soon as like Theo said like run, like he is out, like out.
Beast has
out.
disappeared.
I'm gonna hide behind a tree.
Make a stealth check.
You know, I'm not the stealthiest person, but I can
I
damn sure.
believe in you. I believe in you.
All right, roll
Manifest.
20 out. Let's see how this goes.
Double nat 20s. Manifest.
The passive perception of this animal is a 12.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh.
8.
Oof. And then Demetrius, you're also chasing them around.
Yeah, alongside the cougar, I am running these people down.
Go ahead and you give me a perception check too.
I mean, you could just take the nat one instead. You don't have to actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Not very well hidden at all. They're behind the tree, but there's still like a faint glow from like the fiery nature.
Rigged
Miss
against.
Beautiful, welcome back. No, Demetrius is like snarling like an animal. Like there is wild light in his eyes. He looks like he's going to fucking kill you.
Is that Demetrius and the cougar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kylie, both hands raised. All right.
I'm chasing you. I'm not stopping.
No way I can get away from both of y'all. Someone.
The cougar grabs you with its jaws and just like holds you in the ankle. Like there's no tension at all, just mouth around your leg, and you feel it lick you.
Oh.
Oh, cute.
Going,
This one's cute. You're scary to me too.
I'm going to the base of the tree where Akira is at and like pacing around it and growling and snarling like a beast.
They're just like staring down at you. Are you going to come up or
Like a cat and a dog. Barking up the tree.
Literally,
There's something about judging
literally.
a fish on its ability to climb trees?
I like walk to the base of the tree where Demetrius is. We're all acting all feral, and I look up and I jump up into the tree.
I turn around and start going to find Beast. Just no hesitation, just darting off.
I start tickling Akira.
Akira almost falls off the branch and Misty steps again into like one tree over on a branch.
I don't know if Cole has been trying to speak. He's muted.
No, because yeah.
I'm coming after you, bitch.
So
You-
to find me with Pass Without Trace.
Yeah. Go ahead and let's have Beast do a stealth check with advantage plus 10.
2 nat
Yeah.
ones. Come on,
Damn.
baby.
Stealth.
I can't be the only one that get caught.
So 28. I think we determined that the 16 that'll continue. I don't think there's any chance of
Demetrius couldn't beat that. No.
No,
Yeah,
no. He's just
Demetrius,
like
none of you could beat that.
you just
Just
see
running
him
around the forest. I'm gonna get you.
literally. You just see him like flying around, like acting crazy.
I see you. At this
And,
point,
like-
Kylie is becoming really good friends with the kook.
Just galloping around in circles, just like.
This is fun. We gotta
Please
put a leash on Demetrius though.
come out wherever you are. It is time. Please. Just like that. Just like that. Just going around in circles.
I'm just talking to the cougar like, oh, maybe a muzzle would be a better option.
Can I mess with Demetrius and put a minor illusion of Beast like hiding behind a tree or something?
Yes.
Okay, hiding
He,
behind
like,
the tree is not that
you
obvious.
see him like sneak up behind him with his clip cloppy hooves and then try to tackle it.
The thought of you hitting the tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dear.
he tumbles in the dirt and like laughs uproariously. That was a good one. I think Beast might be our crowned royalty tonight.
Oh, I think they've all earned their horns, though. They've all been good sports.
Come on back to the fire, everyone.
Can I try to carry the cougar over?
The cougar will drag you.
Or, I love this cougar. This cougar is my friend now.
When does Beast also return, or does Beast remain hiding?
Yeah, Beast isn't gonna return. It's too close to home. As far that's exactly how his wife died, was like a cult initiation type deal. He's
Had a traumatic breakdown in the middle of running away.
You're activating his PTSD over here. God damn
Oopsie.
it.
That's okay. He's up in the morning.
Fucking war flashes.
When those who do return make it back, I extend more charcoal to Dee Dee to finish his half of the drawing.
I do so. I draw the other horn on the other side above their lips.
And then I draw your second horn. And looking at each other, you both have mustaches, but you also have
I
these
was just
drawn.
about to say that.
You also have some crazy eyebrows.
If y'all would have gave me like just a moment, I was like, so is this a curly mustache?
And then I'll say, you have entered into the cult of horns. There are many who have come before you. There should be many that follow you, but none should ever know. This is one of the deepest, most sincere, and faithful secrets of the satyrs. And to breach the Skola Veil is a rare honor. Ready to go back home?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. I offer out the wine.
We'll take more swigs of it.
Akira does not take more wine.
I didn't do anything to the wine. That's rude. I have to drink it.
To it.
No. That's in the cup.
We're not. The cup is gone. The cup was just a thing I found in the
Kylie
dirt.
definitely has the cup and still drinking from the cup. We're not gonna waste the fucking cup. Come on.
Where
Never
is
get fucked up.
Beast?
Ah.
I'm like
Oh.
looks into the woods.
Probably
Above, he's like back. I don't know where they were staying. Probably some kind of inn, I would assume. I don't remember where we were going to long rest.
Yeah, it's you've got some bunks at the base of it's the Basara Tower, the Tower of the Fox, where the the guard that monitors like the wood for poaching and hunting and stuff, their base basically.
Cool. Yeah, he's chilling.
Oh,
I
Alright.
don't know where he went.
I was gonna say I sent the cougar after him. No, I sent-
That's a good way to get a cougar kill.
yeah, no, I'll send a small creature using my other wild shape to make sure that he's okay, and then report that he's fine.
my best friend, Cougar.
She's very nice, and she like licks you again. And if you had like soft skin, it would be terribly rough because it's a big cat. But like, you're fine.
Get a little sandpapered.
Oh man, exfoliated.
Oh, Akira is gonna while just hanging out, I guess, with everybody, pull out some of the incense and stuff that they got earlier today for the Fine Familiar. And I also have a companion of sorts.
Ooh,
But
well, we
I have
beast,
not
please bring it forth.
I do not know if it is a beast in the same way. It's like a spirit, isn't it, Tyler? Like it's like a this is
Yeah,
like a celestial or some shit, like a
yeah.
Thassa thing.
In this realm, because there is not like a Feywild, there is not like a celestial plane. It is Nyx. It will be like a Nyx
Oh,
creature.
shut up!
Bring
Sorry.
Is it all
your
starry?
beast.
Yeah, like any like shadow of it would be like starry.
Summon your
Oh my
creature.
god.
You're
Okay,
We're
so
like pounding our hands on our knees,
Yeah.
saying, "Summon the
Summon
creature!
the
Summon the creature!"
Summon the creature.
Demetrius is like
Okay.
fucked up.
So I probably so it's like I have to use my incense and stuff when I'm switching the like kind of thing it is, right? Like the
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
because
okay.
you're having to like cast it again to change
Yeah.
its form.
So I will pop out from whatever pocket dimension this creature has been in, a very starry octopus, and will it kind of sits on their shoulder for a second, but they take it and pick it up and unstick it from themselves and kind of hold it out for one of them to hold it if they'd like to.
Demetrius
yeah.
loses his mind and holds this creature.
Yeah, we're both like cooing over it and way too close
Yeah,
to
just shrieking.
I was like, don't you realize this? Like, we all have a companion here that we just summon around.
I suppose we do.
Yours is your brother, isn't it? That feels a little bit different.
That's my hey. He is a companion just like this cougar. Cougars are friends.
The cougar flops on top of you.
Oh,
One thing about this, I mean, Demetrius and Theo have never seen an octopus before.
Correct. This is
Yeah, no, there's
this
a
is
lot
a
of shrieking of
monster.
what is this kind of slimy, goofy
Akira's like
shrieking?
cracking up, and they're like, "Have you never seen an octopus before?"
A what? What are you talking about? What is this? Oh
This
my
is a
god!
goon.
Oh my god, this is a little devil.
They explain what octopi are and give you like a very
Demetrius is not fucking listening.
oh yeah, they give you like the most like in-depth description of like cephalopods in general and start talking about like all of this random like shit pertaining to octopi and all that. And while they do this, they're starting to cast to change it to a different animal with their incense. I think I want to make it can I use the raven but flavor it as a seagull?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
get my
Oh my
god.
god,
seagull
I remember
familiar
this.
back. I've done
Yes.
this already with the warlock in Oni's game that I was playing in. She had a seagull familiar.
Demetrius is like
Um,
falling over at this point. He's like screaming.
And I mean this familiar probably does not get like any like lovey-dovey attention from Akira because it serves a purpose. Like, what do you mean? And so it's probably like kind of liking getting like pet and cooed over and is very interested in you guys.
Just basking in it.
How about instead of the raven, you could use the hawk?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The hawk
Okay, I will
will
write that
have
down.
like advantage on perception, whereas the raven has like the mimicry thing. And I don't know. I don't think a seagull can mimic.
Oh, that would be.
Not really.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, have y'all seen Finding Nemo? What?
They can
Literally.
mimic other seagulls. All
Dude,
right.
that's
Oh my
Well.
a
god.
I have one more mechanical thing I would like to do,
All right.
but that would be in the morning.
Okay.
I've done so much tonight. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. I was just like I was planning on starting with the morning next week. So if like I don't know if you want, we can do it tonight, or you make a note.
I think that this would be better if I did it now.
Okay.
Which is that I would I actually I might have done it before we prayed, but or before we did the tattooing. But I am going to like formally ask for Nylia's guidance, and for knowledge about the prey that we are about our quarry. And I wanted to use like guidance for potentially doing a I don't think augur and being able to cast augury is the right choice, but I just want to do like a guided check, potentially using my oracle's insight in addition.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of check do you want me to do?
Let's do a nature check.
Okay. That's a 19, and I think I'm going to use my oracle's insight as well, just because it's narratively what I'm doing.
All
Oh,
right. A 29. You know that like I mean the Nessian wood is truly Nylea's domain. Like the Skull of Vale is also her domain, but is unique. Whereas the Nessian wood is Wild's incarnate. But you understand that a Hydra is not a natural creature. It is not like part of this ecology in any way. You feel confident that like hunting this creature down is like a sanctified thing. It is a uh, it is not where it belongs, and it should be removed.
yes. I'm sorry. I actually had a very specific answer that I forgot that I was gonna or sorry,
Question.
seek. Yeah. Which was does Nylea believe for our own protection we should prepare against being poisoned? I know that sounds silly, but like if she wants us to live, what preparations would she recommend?
Let's see. Uh, you don't feel like you need to worry about poison, though acid might be an issue.
Okay. All right. Well enough. Very little I can do about that for other people, but that is still sufficient. Thank you. That was a very generous answer. Um, But yeah, that was it, mostly so that we would have some ideas if we needed information to stew about for next session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dope. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and call it here tonight, and come back with a little hunt, a foray into the wood.
Yes.